I talked about this earlier. I think a greater amount of men struggle with lust, and people really discount lust. Lust doesn't have anything. It doesn't just have to do with sex. Lust is its own lane. So that's where you're getting excessive viewing of porn, um, sleeping with multiple partners, trying, experimenting with new things. The problem with lust is it ends up overtaking a lot of men and nothing becomes enough. So you can get to the point where you can completely take the intimacy out of it and just have sex with something that, as Bruiser said, don't have a head, because it's lust. It has nothing to do with an emotional connection or intimacy. It's truly, men really do struggle with lust.
And then they don't want to be married anymore.
News for y'all.
No, men will still want to be married because men can do that and still deeply love their wife, and sex with their wife can still have that intimate attachment. But that doesn't mean that just because they are intimate with their wife and they look at that different, that they don't struggle with lust in other areas.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. That's the testament of like flawed character, because what it is literally sexual gluttony. You're having sex just because you can.
But that's shaming. That's shaming.
So
that's
flawed.
Shaming. What is biological?
Wait.
It's biological.
Calling something flawed character that is a genuine area of struggle for men. It's like, but so if men kind of hit back and start to talk about women and emotional trauma and how that affects them, could they say that y'all have, not y'all, but women, a lot more women have character flaws because their trauma plays out in different ways inside relationships? So you can't really judge one against the other, because we all have our struggles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every morning, every morning, the men have to struggle with an erection, and we don't have to go through that, to be fair. So,
well, I hate to break it to y'all, if a lot of y'all on this women on this panel have been headless in some positions. If you've been face down, ass up, doggy style, you ain't have a head.
I'm leaving.
They always like to see the face.
So y'all, some of y'all ain't had. I'm telling you, man. Men are different. I'm with Trev on that, man. I get what Nelson's saying.
And I'm glad you're agreeing to that, because a few minutes ago when I said that men will have a woman in a position and she doesn't even know it, you said that doesn't happen. Men don't do that.
Hold on, wait, what?
And then blame it on women. Women do it too.
Right, guys.
What did I say?
We're going triple team tonight.
Maybe it wasn't Jill, but it was a panel.
It was him.
Men on the panel.
Oh, what?
Who said that men are they're outstanding guys. They have great character. They don't do that. They'll never do a woman that way. She knows that. And now you sit here saying, "Well, some of y'all."
In what context was I saying that?
We were talking about men who use women and don't let them know they're being used. When we were talking about, and I said they were.
What did I say that had anything with women being used?
Oh, I didn't know. I can't remember. I was just saying in general. That's what.
I
think it was Sweeney. It was Sweeney. Yeah, Sweeney said it.
It probably was Sweeney, because I'm telling you, like, I get the intercourse, intimacy between a man and a woman is a beautiful thing, regardless. But a man in the streets, just using these women for recreational use, I know that men are doing that. I don't promote it. I don't tell men to go out and do that. I tell men to go ahead and build you a home and household and family. But realistically, you got men out here doing it. And realistically, you got women that put themselves in positions where they are going to be for recreational use. And
you say recreational use 100 times before you say marriage, though.
Because I try to say recreational use, because y'all don't like For the Streets, y'all don't like 304s, y'all don't like
before you say marriage.
Right. How many times you say tonight? How many times you said marriage tonight versus recreational use? Right. You're the first one to bring up the topic.
But the topics that we were
he got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
No, he didn't. Don't do that, JR. The topics we were speaking on suggested that.
I felt if most women knew what was going on in the head of their men at different times, not all the time, when it comes to the area of sex, they probably would no longer be married, because I mean, you can even see what's the rate of men that after you see who they cheat with, and it'd be somebody that is just the most basic looking, unattractive. There's a reason for that, and it's definitely a psychological because lust wise, you know that woman will do a whole lot more, and you don't have to look at her at almost like as a person. She is an object to fulfill the lustful desires that you're ashamed to approach your partner with.
Yeah, but see that's I think that's disingenuous because a lot of these women, and I hate it we had to talk about recreational use, but women, if you coming out of your household from under your father and you ain't getting married, by default, you for recreational use until you get covered. That's just the game. You can be beautiful, you can be average, you ain't gotta be you gonna be recreational use until you get married. I mean, that's just how the game go. And a lot of women are cool with that.
And it's the game that y'all played. Y'all don't play earlier. This is the same. This is what
we can't listen. We can't play the game if y'all ain't busting it open.
Yeah. So the game is because you're not telling the opponent what you're doing. It's a game.
But that's the difference between a man and a woman. Y'all will bust it open, and the only reason why y'all won't is because y'all have to be told something. Men, we don't gotta be told shit. Once we want to decide to get married, it ain't nothing you could tell us. Once a man lock in and get into that hunter mode on, hey, look, I'm finding me a wife, it ain't shit a woman can tell him. He's gonna go and get him a wife. A woman, she can want a husband, and she can't lock in. She gonna be busting it in here, there. She can't lock in. She can't stand on her square. She can't stand on principle. So, she can do a headstand.
Hey Shan, this is what Darwin is saying. Don't say men. This is what Darwin is saying. That's him. That's this thing. I still stand by what I said. Most men don't have that much access to women even get that off.
And look, all my guys that I know who had similar experiences with that, they actually love their wives the same way and actually care more about intimacy than sex, in my anecdotal experience. So I think maybe the way women love who had probably under 3 or 4 or 5 sexual partners is the same way men who remove the need or putting sex in the front row can love the woman. Maybe that's why women like men who dealt with multiple women in their life more than the men who haven't. Because I heard a woman say before, you don't want to be somebody's first bad bitch.
That's true. Oh my God, it's so true.
So I think that they're thinking it just means sex. We're talking about the women that you used to have on your arms. Like, this is your girlfriend. You're right. We do look at the trail because we want to know.
Yeah.
According to Marcus, it seems like you should just pick a guy with a low body count, because if you pick a guy with a low body count, then he values.
Yeah, but you're not gonna know if that man is
sex, and all of y'all don't qualify. See, Bruiser, you gotta qualify.
Exactly.
If you gotta close your legs, men, or whatever y'all.
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know if he got a low body count. You're not gonna know it
properly, and don't become emotionally.
No, we're gonna run the whole facts.
We'll become more.